Well, today, guys, we're going to be talking about what is, in my opinion, the top 5 best new gear items to come out of Namm 2020. Let's get into it. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, and January is just about over, which means Namm has since come and gone, and a lot of cool stuff has been released to the public. So before I get any further, yes, 2020, I could not make it to Namm this year. I'm saving up for my wedding here in about like 80 days. It really just didn't line up for me, so unfortunately, I know a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me saying, hey, I'm at Namm, where are you? I'd like to meet you, etc., etc. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I really wish I could have been there to hang out with you guys. But 2021, I guarantee it, mark my words, 2021, I will be there. I swear, I swear, I swear. And we will be able to hang out and talk all things guitar and gear. Before we get to my list, I want you guys to play along at home. Put down in the comment section at least one piece of gear that you're really excited about and why, and we'll get to talking about it, alright? So before I get into my top 5, I'm going to give you guys 1/2 honorable mentions, and that is the Jimru Jazzmaster and the Jimru EMG set of pickups. Now, you guys know how much I love Jimru. I say it almost in every video. I love his playing, love his gear, etc., etc. But I'm not going to put on this list because we kind of knew about this for a long time, ever since I believe I was the first person to have that information be released to the public. And if I'm not, that's totally fine. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but I do believe I was. And you know, I don't take that for granted. I'm forever thankful for that opportunity with Jim and Brad. It was so sick, but we kind of knew about it. You know, we meaning you and I. You've more than likely have been watching my channel for some time, and ever since August came and gone, we all knew about the Jim Root stuff. And so it wasn't like a full-on shocker this January, but it was cool to see it like come to fruition. Now it's available to the public. And yes, I have already ordered my EMG pickups. I'm going to put it probably in my white Strat, my Jim Root Strat. And then once the Jazzmaster comes around, you best believe I'll have one on the channel for you guys to check out, alright? So those are my 2/1 honorable mentions. So I've compiled a list of 5 things that I think really shocked the gear world and guitar world. Now I'm a guitar player. I'm not really a bass player, drummer, etc. So all this stuff is focused on guitar. So starting right off with number 5 is the Neuro DSP Quad Cortex. Now this is a little bit lower on my list compared to the other stuff, although it is on this list nonetheless because it made such a huge impact on the guitar community. But for me, it's just I have to hear a little bit more of this thing. It looks sick. It looks awesome. I mean, Doug and I forget who else was on his back, and he was holding him and he was like stomping on it with his Timberlands to show how durable it was. And you know, that was really funny. I was on Instagram a couple days ago, about a week or two ago, and that was really funny. I got a kick out of that. But anyway, I believe they even won an award for like best new gear of some sort. They posted on their Instagram page. Anyway, Neuro DSP, man, has just been like killing it lately, and now this new modeler has since been released to the public, or is available for pre-order. And just with the whole buzz around it, I'm a little not skeptical, but I want to see it myself before I can make my own decision on how much I like it. But for now, it's certainly on number 5 because it really has the whole guitar community buzzing. So that's awesome. Congrats to Neuro DSP. Coming in at number 4 is the Fortin Sigil amplifier. Now this is awesome for me. I love Fortin's pedals and I love the Neuro DSP Fortin plugins. But for me to swing a full-on giant Fortin head for like $3,300, and even like the Meshuggah one is close to like $5,000, man, I can't swing them. I can't swing that to spend that much money on an amplifier. And so then now when they come out with this smaller lunchbox size head, when they've come out with this smaller lunchbox head, it's perfect for me and for I'm sure a lot of us, because it's a lot, you know, I'm assuming a lot more affordable. Now I don't have the actual price yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be less than $3,000, and that's exciting because again, I love Fortin's image and brand, and I love their products as well. So the fact that they're coming out with presumably a more affordable amplifier is really cool. Two channel. With a boost, which is kind of like an overdrive in front of it, as well as 6V6 power tubes, not EL84. A little bit different and pretty cool, man. So I'm excited about that. All right, coming in at number 3 is the Dean Exile 7-string, and in more particular, the 7-string with the Ocean Burst. Now, I love Dean guitars, man. I've kind of fallen into this company, and I've fallen, you know, into something that's really a lot bigger than myself, and just like the company, the brand, the whole team is just like the coolest people, man. I feel very thankful that I know these people on a first name basis, and I have, you know, I don't know, like I have their names and numbers in my cell phone. Like, you know, it's so cool. Like I always say, like I'm a distant relative to the Dean family. You know, when I went down there this past December, God, they were so gracious to me, so nice to me, so kind to me. And then when they revealed the new lineup, man, I was just like, wow, dude, like look at that. And then the one that stuck out to me, which is the thumbnail of the Dean 2020 guitars on my YouTube channel, that Dean Exile, man, with the Ocean Burst and the EMGs. Oh my God. Now these guitars, excuse me, come in 6 and 7 strings, as well as Floyd Rose and just standard bridge, string through bridge, if you will. And then it also comes in Ocean Burst and a natural quilt. I just love the 7-string Ocean Burst, and you know, it's like it's a familiar shape to me, but it has Dean's name on it, and I know the people that are working behind the scenes for that company. I mean, Chris from DSI, I mean, I know him. He's like a friend of mine. Eric, Vinny, Evan, the whole team, man. John, the other John. I mean, I was so cool to meet those people. And then the Dean XL, man, that whole series is just so sick. But in particular, I love the 7-string Ocean Burst. So that is my number 3. Coming in at number 2 is the Fortin Hex Drive. Now, this pedal is the first, I believe, overdrive pedal. Correct me if I'm wrong. The first overdrive pedal from Fortin, because the grind, the 33, and the blade were all, in fact, clean boosts, whereas this one has actual clipping and distortion in it. And the Hex Drive is really cool because that's been in the Nameless suite. Yeah, the Nameless suite for about almost 2 years, 2.5 years. No, a year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. Oh my God, get it together, right? Yeah, a year and a half. And yeah, man, that pedal's really cool in the plugin suite. And now we have this pedal available for the actual hardware. And it's cool because I was watching the Killer Tone Texas demo YouTube video of it, and it has a clean boost in it until you get about 11 or 12 o'clock. Then it starts to add some clipping, so you can use it kind of as like a boost or an overall overdrive pedal as well. And like I said before, I love Fortin's brand and their imaging, and just the people behind the company, the people that they support in the community, and the people working behind the scenes. A lot of cool people. I've never really personally met any of them, but I like the way that they present themselves, if that makes any sense. Present the company. I like Fortin stuff a lot. It's really cool, man. And they're really good to me online too, on social media, so I support them 1000%. So I can't wait to get the Hex Drive, guys. Coming in at number 2. So number 1, I think it will surprise you because it's not very well known as of right now of filming this video. And it's a little surprising, but I know it'll come to the forefront of everybody's minds once it gets, you know, more media. And what I mean by that is, number 1 is the Omega Ampworks plugin from Neuro DSP. So now I knew about this plugin when I was talking to Paul, one of the gentlemen working high up in Powered by Omega. He said, hey, we got a plugin coming out, a soft release at Namm, and then, you know, it's going to be really killer. And I was just like, well, I don't know what it is yet, obviously, but whenever it gets released, I know people will love it. And so now I don't even know what this thing is called, and there's not a lot of pictures of it. And it's interesting because Neuro DSP is certainly working with the Quad Cortex and, you know, the Abasi suite, the Nolly, all that stuff that they're working on. But for me, it's like, man, I want to know more about the Powered by Omega plugin. I mean, there's a couple promo shots here. I put up one here and one here. And Paul Oz, I'm sure you guys know him, killer guitar player. He posted a picture of it as well. And yeah, man, I'm so excited for number 1, in my opinion, which is the Powered by Omega plugin. I love the Iridium, which is now the Granifier. When I had that amplifier in the studio, best amplifier I've ever had to record with. I only had it for a couple days because it wasn't mine, it was Herb's, you know, the gentleman that's local that lets me borrow his amps. But man, that Powered by Omega plugin, I can't wait to hear more about it. I can't wait to see some more press, and I can't wait for you and I to get our hands on it because I know it's going to be sick, and I can't wait, guys. So everyone, that is my list, the top 5 things and one honorable mention from Namm 2020. Now, if you were at Namm 2020, leave your list down below. We'll have a nice friendly discussion, nerd out on some gear, and we'll get to talking, alright guys? Please like and share this video, hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already. And guys, I sincerely thank you for watching. A huge shout out to all my patrons and everybody watching at home. I'm out of here, guys. Stay metal, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.